Very warm greetings to the learners. This is Dr. Minakshi. As such, we have been exploring the control chart for variables from XBAR chart to R chart. Today, in that continuity, we are going to explore the control chart for standard deviation. But before moving ahead, I would like you to subscribe my channel so that you can facilitate with more videos and content related to the industrial statistics and various diverse topics. Okay, although we have explored that R chart is easy to calculate and explain, but for large sample sizes, usually greater than 10, it does not give the correct picture of the process variability since the range depends purely on the maximum and the minimum values of the data. Now what we'll do in that situations? In that situation, it is recommended to use a standard deviation chart. So in this video, we'll learn how to construct an S chart. As you can very well remember from my previous videos where I have prepared a control chart for mean using the standard deviation. You remember we made use of the formula of standard deviation, right? So here also we are going to use the formula for standard deviation, but there will be a little difference. Let's explore how we are going to do it. I have taken a data for 12 observations, a data sample of 35, and we have 12 observations here, right? Quite a data. Okay, now the first step will be to understand that we have certain values assigned here. You remember the K value here will be 35, your total sample. Your N value, that is the number of observations we are having, is 12. Okay, moving ahead, we have to find out the standard deviation. Okay, I'll just write down standard deviation here. Standard deviation formula for first 12 observations. And this is the value for your standard deviation, and for the rest of the sample you just have to put a double click at this point and you'll get rest of the values. Now as we obtain the standard deviation values, so we'll just get the sum also. Why we need to have the sum? Because to find out the value of your central line or your S bar, we need to find out basically the average of the standard deviations, right? So here either you can write down S bar or you can write down the central line, right? It's up to you, your choice. Okay, the formula for that will be the sum of the standard deviations divided by your K value, right? So this is your S bar value. For this S bar value, as you remember, what we are going to do, we are going to put a dollar sign so that we can have values for rest of the sample. After this, you know, we find upper control limit and lower control limit. So for that purpose, we will first check the appendix where we'll get the formula for upper control limit and lower control limit. Okay, so from this table for constant factors for variable control charts, we will see that our sample size was 12, N was 12, and for that purpose we need to find out the value of your constant variable. So first, moving with the formula, I'll just show you the formula here. See, for S chart, the formula here is given by your control limits are given like this. Central line is S bar, that is the average of all the standard deviations. Then upper control limit is given by B4 S bar. Now what is this B4? The B4 value is basically the constant which we are going to obtain from the table, and here for lower control limit it is B3 S bar. So remembering these two formula, and now we are going to see what is the value of B4 and B3. Okay, so from here I have the values of B4 and B3 for the sample observation 12, you can see we have 0.354 and 1.646. So these are the two values for your n equal to 12. Why? Because the number of observations were 12. So B3 is 0.354 and your B4 is 1.646. You just have to remember the values and then I have to insert here. So we'll just write down the value of B3 and B4. So for B3, what was the value? Hope you remember. It was 0.354 and B4 was 1.646. Let's check it again if we had the right values. It is 0.354 and 1.646. Good, we remember the values. Okay, now using that for the formula. So what was the formula for upper control limit? That was B4, that was this, into your S bar, right? And for lower control limit, the formula was B3, that is this value, into your S bar, right? So now what we are going to do, we are going to put a dollar sign because the values aren't going to change and they'll be same for rest of the sample. Here also we have to put a dollar sign. See, undertaking these operations on Excel is very easy and it saves a lot of time, but it's very important to be very careful with the steps. Otherwise, missing one step can create a lot of trouble while handling the data. So this way we got the values for your control limits. Now to plot the line graph, we have to select these four values, the standard deviation value that you have, then you have the S bar value, you have the upper control limit, you have the lower control limit. So we'll go to insert, take the line graph, and here is your line graph, or you can say S chart, control chart for standard deviation. Just to make it more clear, we'll just remove the data lines. Okay, so your upper control limit is represented by the green line, the lower control limit is represented by the purple line. This red line is basically your S bar or your central line. It's purely your choice how you put the title. If you want, we can put a title here as central line, and hence it will be changed in the graph also, right? So as you can see, there are certain points which are out of control. It's visible over here. And one more thing you can realize here, all the data points that has been given here, the standard deviation, the value of your standard deviation, which actually is representing the process variability, it is here represented with the help of a blue line, which is not showing any out of control series for the lower control limit parts, but is showing some out of control data points for the upper control limit. So we are going to do a revised control chart preparation, but not in this video. In the next video we'll be doing that. I hope this video has been clear to you, where we wanted to prepare a control chart for standard deviation, just to understand that for a sample of a large number which is greater than 10, how you are going to deal with the correct picturization of the process variability, right? So just to give a quick recap, we first calculated the standard deviation for all the observations, and then with the help of the sum of the standard deviation along with the total number of the sample, we were able to find out the central line. Because of the formula of upper control limit and the lower control limit, that is B4 S bar for upper control limit and B3 S bar for lower control limit, we were able to find out these control limits, and we made use of the appendix table which is given in the study material at the end and also provided in the formula brochure. I hope the video has been very clear to you. If you have any queries, any doubts, please feel free to reach on my channel and ask your queries. I'll be looking forward for your responses. Hope to see you in another video. Have a good learning time.